Welcome back. Let's get started with question number 10. Triangles ABC and DEF are similar right triangles. Based on this information, which statement is true? So for this type of problem, they're saying they're similar right triangles, and if you look at them, the triangles, the two pictures, are on the same line. They share that same graph. So their hypotenuse is the same for this. And remember, when I always told you, for the trick to find these is find words that say slope and same, or a word that means same. So we're going to go through and look at each answer choice that sees which ones have those two words. The slope of hypotenuse AC, the hypotenuse AC of triangle ABC is more steep than the slope of hypotenuse DF of triangle DEF. I look at that, says slope more steep. That's not what I'm looking for. I want slope same. So I keep going. Answer choice B, the slope of hypotenuse AC of triangle ABC is less steep than the slope of hypotenuse DF of triangle DEF. Again, it says slope, but it doesn't say any word that means same. It says less steep. So that can't be right. C, the slope of hypotenuse DF of triangle DEF is equal to the slope of hypotenuse AC of triangle ABC. So it says slope, and then right here it says equal. And if you think about it, the word equal means the same, right? They're going to be the same on both sides. So this is most likely your answer. I'm going to put a check mark there. I'm going to check D just in case. The slope of hypotenuse DF of triangle DEF has no relationship to the slope of hypotenuse AC of triangle ABC. It says no relationship. And if you look at it, they're the same. So that can't be it. So the answer is C. Once again, when you get this type of problem, read them and look for the one that says where slope is the same or slope is equal for both triangles. And if you look at it, right on this line, both slopes, they're the same. If I put AC into the calculator and calculated what my slope was, and if I put DF and put that in the calculator and find what slope was, I would get the same answer. So hopefully this problem helped you out, and let's move on to question number 11. All right, let's get started with question number 11. The height of a cylinder is 14 centimeters. The circumference of the base of the cylinder is 12 pi centimeters. Which measurement is closest to the volume of the cylinder in cubic centimeters? So I'm looking at this. I know this is going to be a volume problem, and it's going to be the volume of a cylinder. And if I look at that volume of a cylinder, the formula in it, if I look at our star chart, if I bring up my star chart, I go volume cylinder is V equals BH. So V equals capital B H. And if you remember, big B stands for area of the base. Well, if I drew a cylinder here, here's my cylinder. Boom, boom. The base is what sits on the floor right here. So if I'm looking at that, the shape of the base is a circle, and the area of a circle, I remember, is pi r squared. So then volume is equal to pi r squared, because that's big B now, and then times r h. So there's B, and then that became B became that. Now, those of you in my class, we need to find what V equals, what R equals, and what does H equal. Well, they don't tell us what V is, so that's what we're looking for. So that's going to be a question mark. Radius, they don't say anything. They just say something about circumference. So we'll skip that and come back to it later. And then height, they tell us the height is 14. So I'm going to put 14 here. Now we're going to go back to this circumference part. It says the circumference of the base of the cylinder is 12 pi. I remember seeing circumference somewhere. I think it's in the reference chart. So we're going to go to the reference chart. I'm going to look around. Circumference. Circle. And I look at it. C equals 2 pi r, or C equals pi times diameter. And I look at this. I'm trying to compare the two. 12 pi. Well, there's not two numbers in here. There's only one number. So that's going to be this formula. So C equals pi times diameter. So that means C equals pi times D. So that means diameter is equal to 12. So from here to here, diameter is 12. Well, we never use diameter. We always use radius. And to go from diameter to radius, we have to divide by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. So then now I can substitute here. My radius is 6. Now we're going to continue. And we're going to put this write this like how I'd write in Desmos. So I would do V squiggly pi times radius, so r squared. So my r is 6, so 6 squared times my height is 14. V equals, and we got to figure that out. So we're going to go back to Desmos. So here I am in Desmos. Now I'm going to look and type the formula exactly like I see it. So V tilde pi times 6 squared times my height, which is 14. And if I look and it says V is equal to 1583.36. So 1583.36. Now we can go back to our answer choices and see which answer choices matches our volume. A, nope. B, that's good. Let's check C and D just in case. C, nope, doesn't match, and D does not match. So our answer is B. So for these problems, make sure you're finding what your radius and height is. And if you ever see circumference and you see just a number times pi, that number is always going to be your diameter. That number is your diameter. So hopefully this video helped you to solve problem number 11. Let's move on to question number 12. All right, let's get started with question number 12. A line is graphed on the coordinate grid as shown below. Which equation is represented by this graph? And I look at all my answer choices. It's all in the form of, all of our problems are in the form of y equals mx plus b. That means we got to find what m equals and what does b equal. And we have that. To do that, we just got to pick at least 2 good points to put into our calculator, and it's going to give us, that's all we need to give us our MNB. So 2 points I'm going to pick. Let's see. The first one I'm going to pick is here. That is the point 0, 2, 0, 2. And then the next one, I keep going. There's one right here. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 4, 1. Another one we could have picked is here, which is -4, 1, 2, 3. 3. Remember, when you pick perfect points, pick points where it crosses. You see the little light gray lines? It crosses both of those. And it crosses your red line or the black line on your test, where it crosses all 3. That's a perfect point. Now we can create a table that we're going to use so we can use into Desmos. Remember X and Y, and we're just going to write our coordinate points. -4, 3, 0, 2, 4, 1. We need at least 2. I just wrote down all 3, but it'll be fine. So then we're going to go to Desmos. Remember, we're going to hit this plus sign up top, add item, go down to table, and it's going to pop up a table. And then from here, we're just going to type what our numbers are. -4, 3, 0, 2, 4, 1. Once you have your table entered in, all your points, we're going to go to line 2, the second line. And this is where we're going to type y1 tilde mx1 plus b. And if you remember, the reason I put y1 and x1 is because our table in Desmos is x1 and y1. M and b stay the same. And remember, Desmos does not like equal signs, so we're going to use the tilde. We have it up. Now we're going to scroll down and it's going to tell us m is negative 0.25 and b is 2. So m, negative 0.25 and b is 2. I'm going to rewrite my equation now. So it's going to be y equals negative 0.25 plus 2. Well, now let's look at our answer choices. Y equals negative 1/4 x plus 2. No. Y equals 1/4 x plus 2. No. Negative 4x plus 2. 4x plus... All of ours don't make sense. All of our m is wrong. Our slope is wrong. So then now but then I see, I'm like, oh, this is a decimal. And decimals we got to convert into fractions, or convert all our fractions into decimals. So I know that. So I'm going to convert negative 1/4. To do that, you're going to go back to Desmos. And you're going to do negative 1 divided by 4. If you look, it's the same. And this says it's negative 2.5. So this is actually negative 0.25. And then 1/4. 1 divided by 4 is 0.25x. I just replace it. Now we can compare the two. And I look, C and D are clearly wrong because those are whole numbers. That's the 4. We want a fraction. Negative 0.25. And the one that matches ours is A. Answer choice B has the correct number, but it's not negative. Hopefully this has helped you. Good luck on your review. Let's continue on to question number 13.